I've had a lot of you that are, especially in my home, my online studio program, saying that you are afraid to practice your inverts at home and not really sure where to start and all of that, which I get. You certainly want to have a little bit of fear when you are practicing things at home, and you want to be safe. So what I want you to think about is keeping everything low. And I don't care if you're learning a new move or a new trick or anything like that, it should always be learned low, close to the ground, until you know the ins and the outs of the move, and you know where you are. When you're upside down, everything seems different. So practice your moves low. But if you stay on the ground the whole time, you're never going to get stronger and get past the leg burn of inverting. So 2 ways that I train clients and that I want you to train at home are with the reverse handstand and then an invert from the floor that you pull up. You're going to gain strength in both of these moves, so just practicing them by themselves are going to be great for you. But it's also going to allow you to get off the ground, to get past the leg burn, so you can move forward in your inverts. So the first one is the reverse handstand. And there's a little bit of technique with this, but once you get it under control, you're going to use it to go up and down the pole pretty much all the time for your invert practice. But you're going to take those hands nice and wide on the floor. You're going to take your lead leg straight up the pole, and you're pushing the floor away. So think of like a handstand, pushing the floor away here. The opposite leg's going to come up to meet the other one, so you're pinching just above the knee. And then you're going to push your butt to the ceiling as you walk those hands towards the pole, chest to the pole. So I'm pushing my butt up, pushing the floor away. And then when you're here, you're going to take those legs straight up. So now that you're in your basic invert. Of course, you're always watching. You don't want to face plant. But the leg that's on the front side of the pole, that's the side you're going to twist to be in your invert. I'm going to spin this way so that you can see a little bit here. So the leg that's on the front side of the pole, that's the side I'm twisting to. That's my outside leg. Now my inside arm is squeezing, the inside leg is tight. So this is going to allow you to feel the squeeze, okay, in the leg burn, and you can work through your inside-outside leg hangs, you can work through your hip holds, any of the tricks and things that you're working on. The key for safety is keeping your chin to your chest, your head tucked. You don't want to be looking around and doing all that kind of stuff, because if you should slip, you want to be able to land on, of course I'm not slipping, too stuck here, but you want to be able to land on your upper shoulders and not on your neck when you come down. So if you are working the other side, then what you want to do, and sometimes when you're upside down, it's hard to figure out what's front, back, right, left, all that good stuff. But when you work yourself up, then you can always switch legs. So what I mean by that is that I tend to always use my right leg to go up. Now I could reverse that and start with this, but sometimes that feels funny. So you could either do that, or you're going to use that same leg that you use, again, pinch at the knees, push your butt to the ceiling. The thing that happens, I find people struggle with, is that they start to walk their hands back, they don't push their butt, and then you end up with a face plant, all right? No good. So push the butt up as you walk it, and then straighten the leg. So what I was talking about is if you need to switch sides, you're just going to switch the leg on the front. So now I'm in my invert on the other side. The leg that's on the front, that's the side I'm going to twist around to, okay? And again, here I am. So now my outside leg is on the front, and I'm pinching there. Again, chin to chest, so that if I should slide or need to come down, I land on my upper back, not my neck, okay? So that's technique one. The other one is to use your invert from the floor, but you're going to pull up. And this takes some strength, and it's a good workout just in that by itself. But you're going to take your invert from the floor. And if you're just learning inverts, this is where you want to start, is right here, okay? You're just trying to figure out where your legs need to be, kind of muscle memory.
When you're upside down, you want everything to be, know it in and out without even having to think about it. But when you're ready to take that off the floor, you're going to get in your position, outside leg on the front, inside leg on the back. You're going to open the knees a little bit. You're going to grab right in between those knees. I'm going to drive that pole into the floor and use my feet to crunch and pull my back off the floor. So it looks like this. Up, all right? You can just start with some of those, okay? So I'm using the legs and the arms to lift myself off the floor. But when I want to get off the floor and stay off the floor, I'm going to pull down on that pole, squeeze with those legs, up, shoot the legs up, okay? If I wanted to do that again, I'm going to open the knees a little bit, grip, repeat, crunch, up. All right, now I'm off the floor. I can practice my leg hangs and go through that sequencing without, coming to the floor. So when I do want to come down, let's say that leg burn is killing me, then I'm going to tap chin to chest and slide down so that, again, I land on my back and my shoulders and not on my neck, okay? So hopefully that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable when you're pulling at home. And any of your inverts that you're learning, I always encourage people to try them low, work the in and out, know your exit, and then take it a little bit higher off the floor, okay? Let me know if you have questions, reply back. You can email me, or you can just message me right here.